today we've got John Lapointe of Lapointe Insurance with us, and we're talking about a topic you may or may not realize is happening, and it's the cost of everything around you going up, including insurance. So what are some of the reasons why insurance is going up?
Yeah, so I mean, inflation is really the buzzword that everybody's saying, and it sounds like a cop out, but it's really not. When it comes to insurance, I guess the first thing that I always say is insurance companies are for profit, and insurance is not a not-for-profit industry. Insurance companies have a bottom line to protect, and at the end of the day, if their expenses are increasing, then they're going to increase their rates to account for that and try and do something to offset it. And so the biggest thing that we're seeing is that, well, the costs that insurance companies are taking on, right? Those costs are directly tied to claims that they're paying out. And pre-pandemic pricing for insurance was really aggressive. Just the same way that mortgage rates were really aggressive, insurance companies were in a position where they were aggressive. They were looking to take on new clients. They were looking to grow. And now this is flipped to where insurance companies are actually kind of trying to contract, trying to consolidate, trying to clean up their books a little bit. And the reason is that they had this really aggressive pricing model, and then 2020 happened. And then as people started filing claims, insurance companies were maybe caught by surprise a little bit to find that the claims they were settling were significantly more expensive than what they were budgeting for. And it's directly related to the costs that construction firms are dealing with, right? I'm going to throw out some stats here that I got from Hanover Insurance Company. And these are really, really great stats that I've been sharing with every client that's asked about premium increases.
Yeah.
But they shared with us that there's been a 26% increase in the cost of building materials. 88% of construction firms report regular delays on jobs. Stop me if this sounds familiar. 89% of firms report difficulty hiring qualified workers, and 94% of companies are reporting supply chain disruptions. So there's costs that construction firms are taking on. They're experiencing these costs, and they have to pass them along to the consumer. And in the case of an insurance claim, the person paying the bill is the insurance company. And so these costs of construction are directly impacting the costs that insurance companies take on when they have a property loss to settle. So the insurers are turning around and making premium changes to remain profitable.
Now, what are some things that people can do to keep their costs lower without sacrificing some important coverage?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that I've been recommending to everybody is to increase your deductible, because I know it might sound like, not the most ideal situation. If you have $1,000 deductible on your policy, increasing it to a $2,500 deductible, right? But you're really just doing, in a way, you're doing the same thing that the insurance company is doing, right? The cost of the value of the dollar has decreased. So that $1,000 is actually worth a lot less than what it was a few years ago. So that $2,500 deductible that you'd now be taking on is actually, less of a hit. Your income's probably increased. All the other money that that's out there, that $2,500, it's kind of gross to think about, but $2,500 is really not a lot of money anymore. And, so that's one of the first things that you can do. Increase that deductible on your policy. That's going to save you some money and probably eat up a big chunk of that increase right off the bat. I've had that with a number of clients where all of a sudden we changed their deductible. We gave them a discount that they already qualified for, and boom, their policy's right back to where it was before, even though they've got much more coverage than they actually had 2 years ago. So those are definitely the best things to do. Look at the deductible, bundle your car insurance, and then ask your agent, what are the discounts that I can get, and see if you qualify for them.